What if I told you one small decision you make as a kid could decide whether you struggle with money or build wealth in the future? Not when you're older, not when you get a job, right now. Because most people grow up never learning how money actually works. They spend first, save what's left, and wonder why they're always behind. But there's a different way, a smarter way, one that turns even the smallest amount of money into something bigger over time. It's simple, almost too simple. But if you learn it early, you'll be ahead of 90% of people before you even become an adult. And it all starts with one idea. Now let's look at a quick story. At age 10, Henry Jensen's entire net worth was one crumpled dollar bill. George Washington looked tired. The edges were soft from his fingers. It wasn't supposed to be all he had. Last month, his superhero money box held $18.43, birthday cash, tooth fairy payouts, and quarters from Grandpa for beating him at checkers. Then the letter came. Dad got laid off. Mom picked up extra shifts at the hospital, which meant daycare for Henry's little brother. Leo, daycare cost, on 80s a week. The math didn't add up. One night, Henry heard them in the kitchen. Whispers, then Mom crying. Dad's voice, "We have to use the savings." All of it, even the kids' jars. Henry slipped out of bed and opened his money box. He took out $1, folded it tight, hid it in his sock drawer behind the mismatched ones. The next morning, the box was empty. Mom found Henry staring at it. "I'm sorry, baby. We'll pay it back. I promise." Henry nodded. He didn't cry. He just said, "It's okay. I still have one." Mom didn't hear him. "Nothing?" That's what everyone said. At school, Aiden bragged about his $20 V-Bucks card. "What can you buy with $1, Henry?" "Like half a gumball?" Henry kept the dollar in his backpack zipper. During recess, he sat under the oak tree and asked himself the same thing. Then he noticed Mr. Delgado's room. The art teacher was always digging in the trash for cardboard. "Budget cuts," he told them. "We're doing found object art this semester." After school, Henry walked home the long way, past the dentist office, the park, the apartment complex with the big recycling bins. He saw it then. People throw away stuff that's not trash. That night, he made a sign with marker and cardboard. "I will clean your balcony or patio for $5. He slipped it under 3 doors in their building. Mrs. Petrov from 3B opened her door while Henry was walking away. "You are the little boy from 5C? You are 10. Henry nodded. "My balcony has pigeon mess. If you make it disappear, I give you $5. But you must use your own supplies." Henry ran home. Supplies cost money. He had $1. He spent 75 cents on a roll of paper towels at the corner store. He borrowed Mom's spray bottle and filled it with water and a drop of dish soap. Total spent 75 cents. 2 hours and one very angry pigeon later, Mrs. Petrov inspected the balcony. "Very good. Better than my son." She handed Henry a $5 bill. Henry was back up to $5.25. Henry got a free bank envelope from the credit union in the grocery store. He wrote "the dollar that started it" and slid the original $1 inside. That one was never to be spent. It was the seed. He got another envelope, business money. Another, Leo's future. Word spread in the building. $5 to sweep a balcony was cheap. Mrs. Petrov told Mrs. Chen. Mrs. Chen had 2 cats and a litter box area that smelled like regret. Then Mr. Alvarez paid him $8 to sort his recyclables because his back hurt. Henry made rules. Never touch the dollar that started it. Half of every job goes to Leo's future. Reinvest the rest in supplies. By summer, business money had enough for a real broom from the dollar store, gloves, and a wagon he found at a yard sale for 6. He painted Henry's. Building helpers on the side. Dad saw him counting cash at the kitchen table. "Where'd you get that?" "Work," Henry said. "Want to help?" He laughed, then didn't. Yeah, I do." August. The heat was intense. Leo got an ear infection. Urgent Care Plus antibiotics cost $240 they didn't have. Mom stared at the fridge like it would grow money. "We might have to ask your grandma." Henry went to his room. Opened Leo's future. 89 hours, not enough. He opened business money, $64, still not enough. He closed it. Instead, he and Dad knocked on every door in the building. "Henry's Building Helpers is doing a back-to-school special. We'll clean your whole patio, take out bulky trash, and wipe your windows for $15. Today only." They worked 11 hours. Sunburned, soaked, exhausted. Made 178. Mom cried when they handed it to her. You shouldn't have to. We wanted to, Dad cut in. He looked at Henry. He didn't start this. You did. October, Dad got a new job. Mom cut back to day shifts. The first thing they did was sit Henry down with a bank statement. We owe you $18.43, Dad said. Plus interest. He slid $20 across the table. Henry pushed it back. He went to his room and came back with 3 envelopes. He emptied Leo's future and business money on the table. $3 You don't owe me, he said. But I need you to hold something. He took out the original envelope and opened it. The dollar was still soft, still tired-looking. This is day 1. If I ever act like money comes from nowhere, give me this back. Mom framed it. It's on the wall in the hallway, next to Leo's finger paintings. Under it, Dad printed a label. Henry is 11 now. Henry's Building Helpers is still running on Saturdays. He has 4 regular clients and a waiting list. He charges $12 now. Inflation? He tells Mr. Alvarez, who pays him $15 anyway. He has a real bank account. Balance. $592.17 college fund. Started. Last week, Aiden asked, You still got that $1? Yep, Henry said. Want to see it? He looked at the frame. It's just $1. It was, Henry said. Now it's the reason I know how to make 2. He doesn't think he's special. He just thinks $1 is enough to start if you're stubborn enough not to spend it when everything tells you to. Because at age 10, this boy saved $1, and that was enough. Did you notice something? It wasn't about how much money the kid had. It was about what they did with it. They saved first. They didn't waste everything. And they reinvested to grow more money. That's the secret. So here's what you must remember. Saving money is the first step. Reinvesting money is how it grows. And learning this early gives you a huge advantage in life. You don't need to be an adult to start. You just need to start small and stay consistent. Because even small money, when managed well, can become big money over time. So the next time you get money, whether it's pocket money, gifts, or rewards, don't just spend it all. Think like a future investor. Save some, learn from it, and grow it. Because the earlier you learn this, the richer your future thinking becomes. If this story inspired you, subscribe to Child Invests for more powerful money lessons.